TikTok up live too. I'm gonna do TikTok. How the heck? Oh, I forget how I do TikTok live. Oh, I can't do TikTok live. Max has been provoked, so I guess we're not doing TikTok. That's so weird. I think they make you stream like a couple days. You have to do it every day or something like that, or it's not gonna work. I don't know. Anyway, how do we know I'm live? Because I'm live and I'm reading your comments live. Let me actually go to live chat here. Well, that sucks that I couldn't do TikTok. I set up my camera for it and it took me forever. Alonzo, how's it going? Albert, how's it going? Cable, Johan, how's it going? I might have said that wrong, but Mike, how's it going? Good morning. Phil, Jeff, Black Jedi, hit the like button. Yeah, we could hit the like button. We'll say it a couple times through the stream, but we have 28 people here right now. 2 likes. Tim, good morning. How's it going? Josh, good morning. Yes. Are you sure you're not an AI? I might be. We don't know. Joel, how's it going? Matt, how's it going? Ali, you see and hear me. Perfect. I did test my audio before. I'm trying to do that before each live stream. Do you guys see Mocha back there? She's cleaning her paws right now. She's been sleeping in this room a lot more when I'm working on my computer. Glenn, how's it going? Albert, all clear. Awesome. Hugh, how's it going? Phil, how's it going? How's it going? So you didn't end up getting Blink tickets. You should have. I can't wait for Blink. We'll talk about that a little bit. I don't know how many people here are Blink fans. I know Josh is. I know Phil is. Yeah, she's Nilla is sleeping with her mom right now. David, good morning. Yeah, I know. I love them too. They're awesome. Okay. It's a little blurry though. Like you can't see much of her. What are you doing? Come here. She's just giving me the stink eye right now. Tofik, how's it going? Good morning. So there was a couple big things that came out this week, or announcements, and I don't know how many people are excited about it, but I definitely am. We'll talk about that. We're buffering. Shouldn't be buffering. Is everybody good on my end? I'm not seeing any drop frames, so it should be all right. Oh, we are buffering. Are we good? I think we're all right. Stuart, good morning. I guess it's cheaper to fly to Europe and buy a ticket for Blink-182 than it is to see them in Toronto or North. Yes. You're okay there. Okay, good. Yeah, I haven't seen any. There's nothing on my end. So if you're having problems with the stream, maybe try refreshing. Yeah, so the Blink tickets are very, very, very expensive. We will talk about that in a minute. But let's see. David, you're okay? Okay, Microchip, how's it going? Good morning. So there's been a lot that's going on. We did get that release of the new Ubiquiti Protect AI DSLR, which we will take a look at once I know that everything's good on my end and we're not having major issues. What the heck is the Ubiquiti AI? Oh, I didn't want the sound on for that. That is bloody loud. Okay, you guys are good here. Okay, cool, cool. And YouTube's telling me to push this other button, but hello, I think I'm going to get the toolless mini rack. I was wondering if it needs earthing. You might want to do it. I didn't ground mine when I was doing it. Oh my god. We're already starting with these? There we go. Remove. These bots, I tell you. The mini rack is really good. I like it. I like it more as like a deployment. So for me, I would stage stuff before I send them out, and then we deploy it, and that's really what I would use it for. But the one thing that happened with mine, I broke the caster on it. Not that I really care about the casters. I don't know if we have it here. What? We have nano HD skins or in-wall skins? That's wicked. Okay, so we do have the mini rack here, but this one caster, I think when I was setting it down, I ended up snapping it. I kind of chucked it a little bit, so this caster actually ripped off, which doesn't matter. I'll just pop it out and take all the wheels off, and then I'll use it. Okay, so that person's gone. I'll use it as just a, you know, I'll sit it on maybe this back here, and then load up UDMs and switches and like that to do my configs before I send it out to clients. Dragon, how's it going? Robert, how's it going? good morning. These are 321 Canadian. That's kind of expensive for a 6U rack. I'm not gonna lie. Let me just go to my Amazon and we'll, I guess, sign out of my Amazon. Let's take a look at other 6U racks. See what the price point is for them. I know the design is different, but 6U network rack casters. I don't know if I spelled that right. Okay, so here's a little 6U. It has a door on it too with a lock for 159. This is American though, so this would be about 200 bucks Canadian. Z guy, how's it going? You could get a 24U for 200. Yeah, I guess if you want to do the Ubiquiti gear and you know how they slide it in here, I don't know. I think what they should have done with this rack, they should have, one, made it wall mountable. Two, they should have made it a bit bigger. I would assume they're going to end up coming out with a rack. They have a couple of videos where they show like full on 42U racks. So I think they will probably come out with those. And when they do, I will get one. But yeah. Are the bottom plate for the StarTech 15U? StarTech 15U. I'm not too sure what you mean by that, Albert. I do the one, or the StarTech PDU. Hold on a second. You can't use anything but Ubiquiti inside of these here. Like they don't even have shelves. That would be another thing that they could come out with if they had a bigger, you know, network rack, is to have a shelf that slides in there. This honestly looks like the Subway, and I said it before, it looks like the Subway bread sheet. Let me pull that up. Subway bread, what would you call that? Holders? I don't think that's what it is. Bread cart, maybe. Bread cart. Yeah. Here, let me just take a screenshot of that. So when this was first announced, this is what I tweeted out to Ubiquiti. I thought it was funny. My computer is acting very odd this morning. So, like, is that not fairly similar, these two designs? I don't know if they took that from Subway or not and made it into a network rack, but it's pretty close, to be honest. All right, you guys seen the picture? Let me bring chat back up. Let's see. Wall mounting is something I really don't want. Okay, so if you don't need wall mounting, that's fine. Yeah, I'll always be worried about falling off. So you just need to make sure that you secure it well, right? But if you're not worried about mounting it, just get one of those. They do work well. If you have all Ubiquiti gear, I mean, that's even better. I'd call that a bread rack. Yes, absolutely. Echo Gear 20 rack listed on, let me see this. Tech for Fun, how's it going? Happy Sunday. I didn't stream as many times this week. I kind of, I was very obsessed with Blink tickets. Blink 182 tickets. So I didn't do as much. Oh, that's not bad. I prefer open frame style, and these ones you don't even need cage nuts for. You just need the screws because they have those pre-drilled screw holes. That's not bad. Yeah. If you want to build a new streaming computer, let me know. I've done many streaming setups for some members of the team Liquid Optim. Oh, cool. So I don't use OBS. I use XSplit, and I just bought a new computer. So this computer's an i9 something with the 3070, blah, blah, blah. It should hopefully last me a little bit, but who knows? So if you guys have questions, you know, just ask them in chat. But let's look at this, and what does everybody think about the AI DSLR camera? I think it's cool. I think it's, I don't know what the use case is. Like, is the use case for us to be able to use it as a DSLR, like I'm using this to do my webcam? Or, which I don't expect it to be like that because it's going to be in Unifi Protect. It's got the 10 megapixel. We have this event list thing here. Actually, I don't know what it is, but I mentioned this in my thoughts video. So this must be in an early access version of Unifi Protect, probably. Whatever this little chart is, it's most likely just an event list or it's a notification. because they took out the little notification bell. This thing, I assume, would be the button to take out the actual lens. And then, yeah, we have, you know, the 2 different lenses. I don't know if there's much more shown about it. This thing, I don't know cameras at all. So this is beyond me. I need to look it up a little bit more. But the PoE requirements, I was looking up the PoE requirements because I would have figured this would have been on PoE++. It's not, which is a good thing. Because a lot of people don't have PoE++. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying that, but a lot of people don't have PoE++ switches, and to upgrade for a camera is very costly. But if you're upgrading to this camera anyway, it's going to be costly. Have you talked about the DL? No, I haven't. No, I legit thought it was... I think it's going to be cool. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Phil, the reason I haven't gone to OBS is just because I've been using XSplit for so long. I don't know. Maybe I will go with OBS eventually. It's nice, but expensive as hell. Yes, I think they may be sending me one. Fingers crossed. We'll see. The new camera takes caught in 4K to a literal meeting. So what a lot of people were commenting about on the video was you're going to need a security camera to watch your security camera because the thing's so expensive. Obviously, I can't talk about prices, but you could look at their, you know, EA website. It is their most expensive camera. I'll say that. But oh crap, I'm in EA right now. Okay, we can't talk about prices, but I'll bring up the EA page. Let me go back to Ubiquiti and sign out of that. God. I wanted to look at the PTZ camera. Store. Ugh. I'm not signed into Canada, but I'm signed into the United States store. Okay, there we go. We're good. Yeah, so you'll almost need a PTZ camera to watch that camera so that you don't, you know, get in trouble. Or get it stolen. My first thoughts were DSLR is the name of the camera that uses a mirror. That is classified as mirrorless camera. Doing photography and stuff, the name bugs me. Makes sense. SLR means single lens reflex. It is really SLR, or is it mirrorless? I have no idea. I'm just gonna grab it when they do give it to me, or if they give it to me. I'm gonna do my review on it. And we'll see. We'll see how I like it. It's going to be somebody who doesn't do photography. Well, I'll probably do some research about the actual lenses and stuff like that. Just so I have a little bit more understanding on DSLR and all that crap before I do the review. And whenever it releases to EA, that's when we'll push it out. Mounted high. Well, it's going to be mounted on my house. So I have no idea where I could mount it. Maybe I can... I don't know. We'll see. I do have cables in my attic. I might be able to do it to like at the point of our house. My neighbors will think I'm crazy though. They probably already do. I have like 10 cameras on the front of the house. Jim, how's it going? Let's see. I have a few cameras at work that have lenses that you can attach to the camera body. It's pretty cool because you can zoom in on areas farther away and still get a clear shot. Well, that's kind of like their PTZ camera. The PTZ camera is extremely clear. It's a 4K, obviously, so and it does 22 optical zoom, which is great. I mean, these cameras are awesome. The one thing that I wish, and I think a lot of people have requested it, is if it did tracking, or if you could have it on some sort of schedule. Maybe they've added that. I don't think the tracking is in there yet. But if they could do vehicle tracking when a car comes into your parking lot and it follows that car, I think that would be really, really cool. This stuff at the bottom I probably shouldn't be showing. Let's get out of the US store. It's just causing us issues today. There we go. Yes, the bread rack. I could see this very high up, like for watching over a crowd or a parking lot. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. What's the difference between the G5 and all the bullets? I can't talk about that because the G5 is still in early access. Ryan, how's it going? I have 12. You have 12 what? You have 12 of the cameras? Or are you talking about the PTZs? I don't even think those new AI have sold out yet, and they didn't release that many of them. I think there was only, 30 or 40 released. Would love to get one to view the sea down here. I think that would be cool. Yeah, that's true. I mean, this camera, I don't know. I think the G4 Pros do 8 megapixel, right? Oh, you have $12. $12. Well, the problem is not all the lenses work well in the same place. So having lenses that you can change it. Yeah, I think that's great. And I would assume that they'll make other lenses in the future, maybe. I'm just surprised they went down this path with making it photo camera not classified as a security camera. Yeah, it's a little odd, seeing as it's going to be in Protect as well. Oh, you were commenting on how many cameras. Gotcha. Yeah, 12. I forget what I have. I think it's, I don't know, but I'm going to be adding more to the house, to the catio. I realized that they just came out with a bunch of stuff for the accessories in Canada, which they usually didn't have, or they haven't had before. Like these skins, we hadn't had the nano skins forever. Nano / Unifi 6 Lite. I don't use these access points like hardly ever though. And then you have this, I've never seen this, access point Nano HD retrofit. Has anybody used this? Like that's kind of, I don't really know what it does, to be honest. Retrofit mount for access point. The Unifi Nano HD retrofit mount makes upgrading to Unifi Nano HD AP quick and convenient. The retrofit mount allows you to mount the Unifi Nano AP over an existing bracket. That's weird. So it makes it look a little bit, yeah, that's strange. Has anybody used these? I don't really talk to my neighbors too much. So there's this thing for my neighborhood that's like a community page on Facebook. And I saw this one computer person. I think they do like laptops and stuff like that. He was promoting his business. I'm like, you know what? You could promote your business once a week or something on this neighborhood thing. So I'm like, well, maybe I'll just put my links out there. And I did. So maybe some of my neighbors know that I do this now. But no, I don't really talk to them too often. You're just glad they didn't, they made their own mount. Yes, correct. Do you have a viewport and do you think they are refreshing it? So I've used viewports. I don't have any myself. I have 3 monitors in front of me. So what I do usually, like when I'm working, one of my monitors has my Protect on it. I'm not too sure what they're doing with the restocking or if they're getting rid of it for something else. There is something in EA that is similar to it. Oh, allows you to mount the Nano HD over an old UAP mount. Okay, that's cool. I barely use the access points that we're buying now. And Jim, I did see your video on. Jim has a video on. There's issues with the U6 Pros, and I think it was shielded cabling or something like that. I don't use shielded cabling here, so I haven't had issues. But my main access point to go to is the U6 Pro. Right now, U6 Pro, the U6 long range is good. The mesh, I mean, any of the new models are good. The Nano HDs are as well, but I'm just trying to stick with more of the Wi-Fi 6 line. Did I miss a suit? Oh no, I came in. Albert, thank you for the 10. I was just gonna say, did I miss a super chat? Because I see some chat revenue in my side. I really appreciate it, Albert. No, we don't have an HOA. No, thank God. I don't know if I would like to live somewhere that had an HOA. It's probably not my style. Because then they probably dictate what color cameras you could have on your house. You know, you got to cut your lawn all the time. I'm good. We cut our lawn enough, but I still don't want that. How many cameras can the UDM Pro or the SE manage realistically? Well, there is a great site for that, and I think I did a video on this. I'll post this in the chat below. Speaking of super chats and stuff, I do thank you, Albert, for the super chat. We do have a Ko-fi. Let me just do a little thing here. How do I do this? Stream alerts. So if you're looking for ways to support the channel, I mean, super chats work. There's Kofi. Kofi is kind of the same thing. You'll get an alert will show up on stream. Will pump. So something like that will go out. We have memberships and all that type of stuff. We have affiliate links down below. But yeah. So this site right here, this will calculate what you could use. So if you're using, I don't know if you'd be using 6 access points in your house, but if you are, and then protect, you want to go to the advanced features. You could turn on VPN and threat management, turn it on to high, and then you could have, I don't think you'd be able to have 16 cameras, and I don't know why they have this on here, because usually when you hit about 10 or 12 cameras, it starts coming up with that alert that you're hitting the camera threshold. So I probably would only go between 8 and 10 cameras, HD cameras, and maybe, 7 Pro cameras. I have 6 Lorix cameras on my house. I did a Lorix video. That is one of my... It was a terrible video too. But when I was starting out, this was at my parents' house. I tried to get the new... We'll take a look at that. Let's go here. Lorix. Okay. I don't know. I forget which one it was. I do it by view. So I did a Lorix 4K NVR setup. This was like a Costco system setup, which they work really well. I mean, the problem with the 4K, it only gives you 15 frames per second, but that's might be all you need. I haven't used Lorix cameras in a very long time though, but they have these new ones with these different colored LEDs that you could do RGB, which I wanted to get. Yeah, it's a good guide, but I mean, other than that, it's okay. It helps you when you're trying to quote on jobs a bit. Yeah, I have a review, I think, on the U6 Enterprise. U6 Enterprise, boop. That's it there. Let me give you the link. I think it's good. I mean, the Kofi link didn't work. Well, Albert, you don't... This is the Kofi link right there. Kofi.com. It's right on the screen. Kofi.com/ Let me see here. I think it should. I don't know. Whoops. There we go. I don't know if that made any difference or not, but it should have worked. I'm not too sure. I just got into it not long ago. Let's see. Yeah, so the Enterprise is good. You need to have a chipset that supports the Enterprise though, or the Wi-Fi 6E, which is, a lot of people don't have those. It's meant for high density, like stadiums and stuff like that. I like that UI is releasing new products, but they really need to do something about their lack of stock. So this is a thing I see like daily, pretty much on all my videos. If I release, like yesterday, I released something on Twitter. So we could look at that, I guess. It was some of you might actually, I think I did a short on it. I did a short on it as well, but it was just about this little camera install that we did yesterday. Oh crap, I don't want the sound on. And people always ask, like, how are you getting stock? These cameras I have had for, actually the bullet cameras I just bought, 10 of them, but the dome cameras and the G3 Flexes, I've had those cameras for like 7 months. I've just had stock of them for this client and a bunch of other clients that are already prepaid for the gear. But stock is, like, you look, it depends where you live in the world. But if we're looking at the US site, cameras, like, look at all the cameras. Maybe not the doorbell. So popular items that just come out, they're going to be very hard to get right away just because they're so popular. The G4 Doorbell Pro, very difficult to get. They do come in stock in the morning sometimes though. G4 Bullet, G4, all these normal cameras are coming back in. The AI 360, that one's a little bit harder to get. You look at the consoles. I mean, pretty well every console's available besides the Dream Router, which is new and popular. So anything that comes out new is going to take a while to get. And one other issue they're really having is door access. So it doesn't seem that they haven't stocked the Access Starter Kit in a very long time, which is people need that. And the Reader Pro, like these two things, hopefully they come back in stock. Other than that, I'm not really worried about stock issues, but if you live in Europe or Canada, we really have no stock. Yeah, so people do hoard and buy them and upsell them. I would never do that. So I haven't, like, when customers, we're doing that 200 cable job, we're doing installing a bunch of switches, firewall, all that stuff. I didn't charge any % up on that at all. It's just whatever the list price was on Ubiquiti website. I mean, I probably should start charging like 5% or something like that because I'm taking my time to buy all this gear. But there are people, and that goes with everything, who will try to upsell the gear and make money off of it. Yeah, good morning, Pat. The fact we have seen USG3s come back is a good indication things are moving. I was really surprised when the G3 came up. Or sorry, the USG, when the USG3 came. I didn't think they were going to make it anymore. Yes, like the video, we got 71 people here and 20 likes. Let's try to get that up to 50. That would be sweet. The only issue I've been having, which is actually in stock now, so it's good. I've said, oops, Taiwan. Mocha moving. Mocha's still passed out. So these switches were out of stock for a while. The Switch Pro 48, I need that because we're doing, well, I need it. I've already bought them. But yeah, there's quite a few. There is still like these smaller switches that aren't in stock, but they'll come in stock eventually. Yeah, 10% handling fee or something like that. I realized that like this job that I just showed yesterday for the cameras, I've spent so much time looking for stock for that place. But this has been going on a while now. Yeah, I was surprised about that as well. That's, I don't know. I thought they were going to get rid of the USG. Michael, how's it going? Not in the enterprise models. I don't know if they will. I don't know. I only buy really directly from Ubiquiti. Sometimes I use this company called TDL Canada, but rarely. I'm usually buying direct from Ubiquiti. It makes your, what's it called? If you have an RMA and you have your warranty issues, it's just a lot easier to go through them. I did, however, have an issue with this in Access Hub yesterday. So we also, with those cameras, we were installing Unifi Access. Door open because the strike. And I'm like, why is it the strike would not unlock? It wouldn't matter how many times I entered the code or I swiped my NFC card or whatever, the door would not unlock. So I brought the strike right up to the Unifi Access Hub. We were plugged directly into the powered 12 volt 1 amp and then normally open in the comm. Even up there, it wouldn't open. So I'm like, oh, I wonder if it's the hub that's bad. I power cycled, I reset it. And so we just grabbed a brand new hub, plugged in electric strike, the electric strike opened right away. So there's something bad within this part right here of the Unifi Access Hub. So I'm going to have to RMA that. I should have tried a brand new hub right away instead of messing around troubleshooting, because this took me about an hour to figure out. But other than that, I haven't had too many hardware issues with Ubiquiti. Hopefully they make a UXG non-pro. That would be cool. I would like to see an upgraded, smaller version of the USG that's not crazy expensive. D&H out of Milton. D&H. I'll have to take a look. I don't even know who those are. D&H Milton. It's a Milton. I don't even see it. Yeah, you won't. I'll have to look that up later. Right now it's saying D&H Cleaners. I don't think that's the place. Just got my first Access Hub, and readers didn't realize how small they are. Yeah, the readers are, you'd probably want the readers smaller anyway, just because, you know, it's not such an eyesore. The hubs, yeah, they're pretty tiny as well. I do like Unifi Access, and what I'm really liking lately is UID. I think UID is awesome, and I will end up making more videos on it. We started pushing customers who are in the free tier, because that's all we have in Canada right now is the basic plan, to UID. It just makes everything simple. The door access, I mean, you could you could tap, you could do whatever. The VPNs, the policies that you could set. It is a really good system, especially when you're not paying anything for it. What else was I going to talk about? Do I have anything new on my Instagram? Probably not. I don't think. No, I just have the same crap. Unifi Access Hub. I'm pretty much just ripping my YouTube videos and throwing it on in short form onto Instagram, on TikTok. One thing. So we did the the home lab giveaway. There were a couple people who complained, and that the network racks that I chose for the finalist or whatever, because I had about 300 people who've submitted. I went through everybody's submissions. I actually have a folder of all the videos still, or all of the home labs, and I'm going to put on Instagram and TikTok eventually. But a couple of people complained, and the one was about how I just chose the best ones where people could afford, gear. Like, I don't know what people could afford and what they can't. Obviously, they have the gear, whatever. But the contest wasn't about how much money you make. It was about what lab I thought was the best, and I rewarded that person. Even if they had a UDM Pro or UDM SE, they could have chose $500 Canadian cash, which the person who won did. So if you want to submit to a worst server home, Crosstalk Solutions has that. I was doing the best one that I thought, and I don't know. It just really makes me not want to do giveaways for things like that. But I probably still will, but it will just be through live streams like this, and then we'll do that giveaway draw thing, and it will give away to whoever. It will be random. I probably won't do any more videos like the home lab and do giveaways for it. I might still review home labs, but there won't be any giveaway at the end. The channel growth's been okay. I mean, I wish it would be at 100K, but it's slow and steady. It's always been slow and steady. I've never had like 10,000 subs that I've gained in a month. It's usually between 1,500 and 2,000. UID at home would be ridiculous, right? Maybe. Like I use UID right now just for testing. I have a bunch of different test UDMs, but I don't have door access at my house. Oh, DNH distribution or distributing. Okay, cool. I'm surprised it didn't pull that up though. Okay, yeah. I see that now. I don't know if I've used these before. It's not that far from crazy far from me either. Interesting. I'll have to take a look. Any giveaway, people will complain. People have been pretty good. For the most part, when I've done giveaways, I told people if we're doing live chats and they complain, they will be disqualified from any other one. It's really hard because it's not like Ubiquiti's giving me a UDM SE to give away. I'm taking this all out of my own money. I gave away a U6 Enterprise, a bunch of cameras, other access points, and so on and so forth. I have HPE microserver to give away when I get over 1,000, but it's going to have a condition. So the other issue with that is shipping, right? Like anything heavy is going to be very expensive. Yeah, people, it's just a few people, and it kind of gets you like, why do I don't need to do this. Why do I? But I'll still do it for, and it's just going to be random. It will be like a Sunday live stream, and I'll be like, oh, we'll do, no one will know that it's happening. It will just be random. You use UID at home. It works really well in free. I forget what their paid tiers are. Their paid tiers are a little bit more. But most of the clients that I have are small to mid-size, so they would fall within the basic tier. I think you could have 50 users, 3 doors. The place that I just did yesterday, though, this place, I forget how many doors they have. They might have to upgrade. I think they have like 10 doors. I'm pretty sure they have 10 doors now because they've added on. Other people also wanted to see, on my TikTok, they were saying they want to see the door strike cut in. So this location, the door people did all the door strikes, did the cut-ins and stuff. But they did add one door where we're going to have to cut in the door strike, so I'll make sure to videotape that for people. Because I think that's interesting. And I will also make sure that I have that we do it with a Unifi strike. I have to order a few through the US. Okay. So I can't order one, but I will get one. Just because I think the UI, they do come with a bunch of great mounts for this. So we'll get our Dremel out, we'll cut into the metal door frame, show you how to install it, and I mean, I think that'll make for a good video. We don't do mag locks. I mean, I prefer not to, because mag locks have a, you have to get fire signed off on them usually. Just because of the nature of them. Like if a fire ever happened and somehow the door didn't open, that magnet is never, like what is the rating on the, I think this is like 1,000 pounds or something like that. 600 pounds for this one and 1,200 for that one. Typically you should be tied into a fire alarm panel as well. So if the fire alarm panel goes off, it would disengage all of your strikes and your mag locks and all of that. But typically we will do the electric strikes because on most doors, when you're exiting the door, they have a push paddle or a crash bar or something like that. So you could always get out regardless if the strike is engaged or disengaged. I don't know. I don't like mag locks and they're harder to install. Did you film that new house build? I didn't film that. Did I film that? No, I didn't because we needed to get it done quickly. I'll probably film. Did I take pictures of it? I don't even know if I took pictures of it. My Instagram doesn't load well on here. Let's look at TikTok. Anyway, oh, it was this. So this is all I did of it. God damn. Why is all the sound going off? That's all I did of it. There was also audio people there. Those are just their, I think it's Cat 6 cable going down. But yeah, I wasn't able to film it. We will probably film the installation. They have a bunch of AI 360s going in and some other cameras. So it'll be a fun film if I can. A lot of places need in central location to disengage all mag locks for the floor or building. Yep. One issue with UID, some IoT devices don't allow use to enter SSID details. That's more to do with the device. Yes, I haven't used UID Wi-Fi too much. We still typically do that within what's it called? Within Unifi Network. Thank you, Cable Joanne, for the 10 SEC. What is SEK currency? Let's see what that is. Whoops. Swedish korna? I don't know. I probably didn't say that right, but thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, but UID, I will most likely do more videos on because they've started integrating a lot more. We could push out Google Workspace to it. We could do, Microsoft, whatever their email stuff is, Office. And there's like GitHub, you could add that to it. There's just a lot that's gone into it since I did my original videos. Sweden represents. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. That's great. I didn't install because I gave away the Dream router that I had. So I don't have a Dream router to give my dad. So I'm waiting for it to come back in stock. And in Canada, it's been saying, what's it been saying? Oh yeah, it's been saying coming soon for the last 6 months. So once that comes available, I have a G4 doorbell for my dad. That's really the whole purpose of this, is just for that doorbell. I'll install the Dream router. I'll put the doorbell in, and that's it. Maybe I'll film that. I don't know. I don't know if he wants me to film it. Coffee time at Cody's house. Yes, coffee time for me too. This is my second coffee. Or no, third. I don't know. I don't remember. Ship one from the UK. I think that would be very expensive and the power would be a little bit different. Swedish krone. I'm just terrible at English in general. So to pronounce things, I'm not the best at that. You can have mine. Well, I mean, I pay for it. I'm fine with paying for things and shipping and stuff like that. Send me an email if you're looking to get rid of it. Doorbell and 2 G3s. Yeah, they just really need. So my stepmom, she runs a seamstress business. I forget what they have on there right now. I think it's a Google Nest. In the latency between the Google Nest and her phone app, when people ring the door, I mean, they've already been waiting a long time. So I would assume the Unifi system will be better. Once my G4 Doorbell Pro rings, I get it like in half a second. Can I talk about my workflow? I don't really have a workflow. I get an idea to do a video. I start shooting it. I mess up my words 100,000 times and then I edit those out. That's why you see my head jumping around or things like that. I don't write scripts. I probably should start. That's my workflow. It's not the best workflow. I know other people have teleprompters and stuff like that. I already speak like a robot when I'm doing my videos, so I probably shouldn't get a teleprompter. The teleprompter may be all right to like have notes on, just to like bullet points to see where, I don't know, teleprompter. Let's see. I mean, they're not that expensive either. I just don't think I would use it. Like, so what I do when I'm doing videos, I'll do testing multiple times before I start pushing out the video, but I always mess up my words. There's never been a time where I've done a straight run without messing up. So that's why I have so many cuts in it. I should do a I was thinking about doing like a bloopers reel, but you would just hear me saying the F word and the S word so many times. Yeah, it wouldn't be good. Yeah, when you don't want, well, it's her business, right? So and I did notice it. I hooked up the Google Nest for her, and it doesn't work well at all. It's their Wi-Fi in their house. That's what it is. Who needs scripts? Yeah, who knows? What do you use to film? So I just use this, like the program that I'm using right now. XSplit, obviously you see this screen or like a back screen of whatever I'm filming, like whatever screen I'm using, a unified network. And then my DSLR EOS 90D. And then I use, oh, you guys can't see that. Let me see. There we go. I don't know why I'm here, down here. So I use DaVinci Resolve. It's really just like a YouTube or a Twitch live stream, but put in video format. Who needs scripts? Can you please cover some of the Ubiquiti Air Max devices? The problem with that is I don't do a lot of point-to-point and point-to-multipoint. If I do get some jobs about it, I will. But to have the devices sitting in my office, I've already done some point-to-point stuff and point-to-multipoint. It's all just sitting in here and then configuring it. It's not really realistic. Have I ever updated the RAM in your Synology NAS? I think I did. I can't remember. I did in my old one. I had the DS. I still have it, actually. It's sitting beside me right now. I think it's the DS410 Plus or something like that. I did update RAM in something. Maybe it was the 2. What? No, it was the 2-bay. Synology. I broke it, though. The Synology. We'll talk about that in a second. Was it the 920 Plus? No. It's a 2-bay. 220 Plus. Might have been this guy. I forget if you could update the RAM in this, though. Yes, you can update the RAM in this. So this was the NAS that I originally started on. Whoops, crap, I wanted to move my camera. That's the NAS I originally started on, and what happened when, I mean, most tech people will know this. If you start collecting gear or if you're doing YouTube videos, you'll end up with a ton of different power cords. And what I did, I thought I had the right power cord. I plugged it in, wrong power cord, and it fried the power supply within the DS220 Plus. It's just sitting on a shelf. I probably just should throw it out unless somebody here can fix a power supply and wants it. But this I did upgrade the RAM in. I don't think I've done it in the new one that I have. I have the 1621 XS Plus, I think. Synology. Is that what I have? 1621 XS Plus. Yes, I think I got that. I haven't put NVMe in it for caching or anything like that. I probably should and maybe do a video on it. G5 Dome, can't talk about that. I will do a review of it once it's available though. I upgraded the RAM in my Synology. It is super easy, yeah. Oh, you won't? I think I went with the stick of Synology. Well, it wasn't the power brick. It would have been internal. It's internal. The power brick works fine. Yeah, it would have been internal. Oh, another thing we're going to talk about. Can I log in? I just don't know if it shows me. I don't know if it shows any information that I shouldn't be showing you. Okay, that doesn't show anything. Doot. Well, whatever. Let's go back. So, TP-Link now has a cloud. So it's kind of like, I mean, I guess Hostify or the Unifi cloud controller, or if you just host your own in like some VM somewhere, but this is cloud-based. So I'm going to do a video on it. I still have a bunch of TP-Link Omada stuff, and I believe it's free. Hold on. Let me log in here. I got to set up a username and fake password. I don't really care right now. Okay, so I could show this. So one thing I don't like, but I think it's fairly reasonably priced, and I still need to go through it before I do my videos. So we have the Omada setup wizard, then we have add devices, and then we have activate licenses. So what I've heard, and the only reason I know about the Omada cloud is because I'm working with somebody who has it. And I heard the prices for the licenses are $10 per device per year, which isn't, I mean, it's not crazy expensive, but I'll have to look into that more when I do the video. I think it's good that they're offering that though. Had a problem, didn't work well. Okay, I'll QNAP here. Need to get a Synology to play with at the same time. Yeah, well, there's just so many issues with QNAPs. If you shouldn't be exposing that stuff to the internet anyway. Bill, how's it going? Stuart, yes, I did read your Discord. I haven't sent that out yet. I haven't sent out any of the packages I haven't sent out the ATA yet, the 2 cameras, or the U6 Enterprise. I am planning on sending it out, not tomorrow, Tuesday. So I'll get that out to you, and I'll get you a shipping number. I was waiting till this Home Lab SE thing went over because I thought I would have had to ship out a SE. If you buy Mac, how can I see if MAC address supports? I'm not too MAC address supports. I'm not too sure what you mean by that, Albert. The biggest issue will be when TP-Link do a revision on the hardware and then they update the controller and suddenly aren't supported. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to do a video on it anyway and see how it is, see how it works. I'm surprised my rep didn't reach out to me. They haven't been... I don't know if they've been reaching out to Crosstalk because he's been doing quite a few videos on TP-Link. I would have to reach out to my one contact at TP-Link and say, like, I want to try out this new access point. Can you send it to me? And typically they make me pay for it. So I should just go through the Omada site and just buy the stuff anyway. I don't have too much more to talk about today. But if you guys want to hit that like button and ask questions, we will go for another 10 minutes. We'll go for an hour. Let's see. Yeah, that was fun. That was actually a funny tweet. Let's see if I could find it. Let's see if I could find it. Tweets and replies. I don't know. I don't want to say. Okay, I'll just show it anyway. YouTube post, jump scare me. And then I said having to pay for 4K. Because there's this big thing going on with 4K videos right now on YouTube. If you may or may not have seen it. Ingenious Cloud stuff is wicked. So I am doing I think it's the same switch that you did a review on, Jason. I thought they had sent me the Ingenious 2.5 gig switch without PoE, but it turns out they sent me a switch with PoE. So the review will be coming up soon for that. Andrew, how's it going? How do you label your ports, numbering, or write the devices they're connected to? So are you talking about like on patch panels and stuff? I don't know if I have any pictures of it on here. These ones probably don't have any labeling because at this point in time when I it doesn't zoom in. These do have labels now, but I have a label maker. So we would label it D1 to whatever, and you know, or AP1, camera 1, whatever. And then on the back of it, I use a Brady labeler to do a wire wrap. So it's the Brady BMP21 Plus. This is the labeler I use. This kit right here. Forget how much it is. A couple $100. Probably like $200, something like that. Oops, my head. It works well. There are different, there's like brother labelers that are pretty good out there. How do you transfer ownership of UI devices if registered to a specific email address? I believe to transfer ownership, they need to have a single sign-on account. And then once they have the single sign-on account, you add them as a user into that UDM or UDM-SE, whichever. And then you just transfer ownership. There's a transfer ownership button. When will you redo a home lab video? I think I just did, didn't I? Pretty sure I just did. Not long ago. Oops. Because what was I doing? Oh, the PDU. So I guess it really wasn't PDU for... I don't remember what I did it on. Oh God. I forgot about this video. It's a private video. What the heck was that on? We're not watching that live though. I don't know if it was a home lab video or what I did. Home lab office tour. I'm almost positive I just did a remake of my network rack. I think it's when I got the PDU Professional. I think it's a part of that video. Let's see, PDU. We could take a quick gander here. Oops, I don't want to show this. Whatever. Skip. No, I didn't. Yeah, so there's a video after this that I did I redid my whole network rack. So there is one in there. I forget what it's called though. But look up my most recent videos. You'll find it. One like the one you did. One like the one you just did with your most. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know when I'll redo it because I just redid my network rack and it takes a lot of work to reorganize all that. I may run, depending on how long we stay in this house, I may rerun all the cables and make it Cat 6A. And at that point, that's when I would do, you know, a whole home lab office remake video. Tech for fun. Awesome. Have a good day. Thanks for coming by. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We are going to play badminton today, apparently. Badminton and I think get food or something. Got a couple more minutes. We got like 7 more minutes on here. Releases. There hasn't been a lot of releases. Reader Pro. There was an issue with the Reader Pro. The one release I'm waiting for is this right here. And I will do a video on it, even though it just brings everything that the UDM SE has to the UDM Pro. I think it would be good to get out there so that people know that the update is out. Unifi OS 2.0. That's going to push the SE and the UDM to the same firmware. And every Unifi Dream Machine console, the Pro or the SE, every time a firmware released, it will be for both, which is going to be great. It's going to make things a lot easier. This will have things like load balancing. It will have wired speed limiting. I think I've done videos on all of that. What else did it have? Oh, the UDM Pros will be able to do like the privacy VPNs. I did a video with that for NordVPN, sending all the traffic for one VLAN down Nord. And yeah, that's it. Driving as a passenger, so my connectivity will be up and down, but glad to join the live stream. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. If you buy in, how can I see if Mac allowed lists support? Oh, okay. I get what you mean, Albert. How do we see that? That's a good question. That's a good question. Does it show in the specs? Oh, look at what they put here. This is interesting. I don't think they had this before. They must have had heat issues with this switch. It says, do not stack other hardware on the USW Flex XG. Interesting. I mean, it kind of makes sense for that anyway. I don't know if they have like a Mac allowed. Do they not specify it here? They used to have better, you know, documentation of what it allows. Maybe it's under the data sheet. I think the data sheet's the exact same, isn't it? Yeah, it doesn't show. Your best bet would be whatever switch you're looking for, Google it. I don't know how else we would be able to see that. Does it say when the update will be out? No, it doesn't. It just kind of gives you, you know, how Ubiquiti is with their updates. An upcoming version of the UDM Pro will migrate to Unifi OS. The process is currently being well tested internally and will be released with no specific ETA. So hopefully soon, because I want to do a video on it. Alonzo, you as well. Have a great day. Hopefully they don't then drop Unifi OS. I'm really looking forward to Unifi OS 3. I think it's going to be wicked. Any thoughts on the lack of gateway options? UDM, iterations, and UXG are the only choices. The UXG needs more options, I think. I'm very happy with the UDMs and the UDM SEs. I mean, the UDM Pro and the UDM SE. I don't tend to use or ever deploy the UDMs or the UDRs. Let's see. Even though we have the Dream Machines here, I just don't see the point of buying this for $385 when that's $255. I'm happy with these two options here. I probably won't use the UXG much. Could they come out with something like an enterprise UDM, maybe? Or if people really want to do their own console, the UXG, I'm surprised they pushed out the UXG, but it was kind of a replacement for the USG, I guess. But the price point is very heavy. Oh, you think the version, the only issue, so that would be limited though, David, the 2.0 for the UDM base, because it only has the one WAN port, does it not? I mean, I guess they could limit that though, so that you obviously wouldn't be able to do load balancing. Yeah, the MAC address filtering would be nice to show on those features though. Do all of the U6 APs still come with only white blue? I want the RGB to come back. I'm not sure. I think they say here. Depends when you buy them. But I'm pretty sure they don't have... Like the LRs had it. So it's showing right here. Due to chip shortage, the U6 AP LEDs are limited to white and blue indicators. So I'm not sure if they're ever going to change that. I hope they do. Because it was really cool. Like we look after an old age home where we put, I don't know, 50 or 60 of these in. And to be able to change all the colors to like red for Christmas, red and green, I think that'd be really cool. It would take a lot of time though to do that. You just want privacy VPN for your UDM. Yeah, it's a little bit of a setup though. The way they do it, and I don't know if they were even intending to do it the way how I showed it in the video, but we had to make a bunch of, not firewall rules, the traffic, whatever those traffic rules were, to be able to get it so that all your traffic doesn't go through the VPN. They have that notice on their website. Yeah, I hope they bring that back. Chip supplies seem to be getting a little bit better. XG and hosted controller is the enterprise option, yes, or you just use a different firewall at that point. Like what we deploy a lot of pfSense. We started to see 10 gig service around here a few places. Love rather to the UDM SE that would handle. I just don't see the need for 10 gig. Like I'm on 3 gig right now and I barely use it. Maybe 10 gig for businesses, but I haven't purchased an AP in a while, so I wasn't sure if the actual delivered product over the last year. I haven't seen any RGB back. Oh yes, that's right. The USG Pro was the upgrade for the UXG. Yeah, so something similar to the USG would be nice then for smaller deployments. Also, one problem with the UXG Pro is that in order to use the 2 gigabit WAN, you need to use the SOP plus RJ45 module. Heat is a potential issue, yes. Well, yeah, 10 gig for the sake of saying you have 10 gig, and that's why I went with 3 gig. I think we might be able to upgrade to 8 gig, but I'm going to not do that now. In other news, we only got like a minute or two left, but I bought a new guitar, which I probably shouldn't have. Nylon guitar. I bought the Tim Hansen nylon guitar. It's sweet. I haven't got it yet, but it looks sweet. So that's what I just bought. We got a bunch of ads playing on the side. Oh, crap. So I got that. That's my new baby whenever I get it. I don't know. I've never played nylon guitar, so I'm assuming it's going to sound good. And then Blink-182 tickets, if you're a Blink fan, they still are on sale. My buddy just bought a ticket in Toronto. Very expensive. I bought a seat, a floor seat. It was like $750. How many guitars do you have now? So I sold 2 guitars. I think I have 4 in this office, and I think I have 2 more downstairs. So I've set up, once I get that guitar, I'll have 7. Again, I had 7 before, and I'll have 7 again. If you're in Tennessee, United States, you could get 25 gig. That is insane. That'd be cool, though, because I have the Pro aggregation switch. I could connect. I don't know what I would do with it. We have 100 or 40 by 100 internet connections for every 1 gigabit. So it's demand versus actual sales. Yep. It would be cool to say that you have 10 gigabit internet, though, coming into your house to show off. I forget who, I think it was Snazzy Labs. He did a video and he had 10 gig. Yes, I don't know if I could look at Ticketmaster without signing in. I tried to get like mosh pit seats or pit seats. I don't want to sign in. Okay, so we're looking at the Scotiabank Arena. That's where I'm going. I'm going to both dates. I bought 2 tickets. Just don't want that to sign me in. Let's see. Yes, it did sign me in. Crap. Let's sign out. Can I sign out and look at it? I don't think I can. Oh yeah, I can. So I got tickets right here in C, and there's the stage, obviously, and that was $750. Look at the floor tickets. $1,100 for a floor ticket, which is totally insane. But this is the dynamic pricing of Ticketmaster and how they do it. It's to, I don't know, I guess it's so people don't resell tickets at a higher value, but now Ticketmaster's that person. So I don't really see the difference. In a previous video, you recommended a certain color legend for keystones and patch panels. I blue for data. I can't seem to, so I just use whatever you like. I use blue for data. The one job we just finished, I use yellow for cameras. You could use blue for access points. You probably should come up with a standard of your own or someone else's, but I kind of just use whatever I have. 100 meg in the UK, yep. 10 gig for home use is drastically too much for less than 20 people, yes. No, the 750 was for 1 seat. So the first show I'm going to, there was 2 different shows, and I bought for both because I love Blink and I haven't seen them in a while. So the first time we're sitting in this section right here, the tickets when I bought it wasn't $600, they were $470 each. So I bought tickets for myself and 4 of my friends. And then the second show, I ended up buying tickets up here somewhere. I bought 2 tickets, but my friend couldn't get tickets, so I sold him mine. And then I bought a single ticket for me to sit down there. I've never sat by myself during concerts, so it's going to be really weird, but it will be worth it, I think. Alex, how's it going? Good to see you here. Hope you're having a good day. Another client has an Edge router Infinity to run his network at that speed. I've never used the Infinity. One of my major disappointments with the services Ticketmaster is they charge you a fee per ticket. Oh, really? Huh, I didn't notice that. With the price tag of the ticket, it probably wouldn't have mattered. I would have loved to get the floor, though. Like, I don't know. Or do a meet and greet, but they're not doing meet and greet because of that thing that we've had going on for the last 2.5 years. I hope I will enjoy the show. This is Chantel, Queen Bee. But anyway, I am going to get out of here. I am just rambling on now. And yes, hit the like button on your way out. We are done for the day. I will be back. I might do a live stream during the week. We'll see. But I will be doing the videos on the TP-Link cloud I don't know what I'm doing for Ubiquiti. There's some stuff coming up for Ubiquiti. I think UID, maybe some Unifi Access stuff. Go with Willie. Well, Willie doesn't live here. Willie doesn't, yeah. Willie doesn't live in Canada. Yeah, Blink is great. I've seen them like 4 or 5 times, but not in a venue this size. And Tom coming back is just amazing. Anyway, I'm out of here. Everybody, thanks for coming by. I will talk to you later on. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.